Hello there, Sagittarius. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Sagittarius for May of 2018, 5 months into the year now. For all of you that are new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month, and we use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. The other thing is, I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I believe they'll blend in and out like a theme throughout the month. And also, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So all of us Sages are named Frankie, I guess, for the time of the reading. Okay, and I have a short message for us, and it's keep your head down and your nose to the grindstone. And I think it means like work and doing your overtime and keeping pace. I kind of understand it. It's not that don't ever go have a good time, Sag. That would probably kill us all, but spend it, I guess, have the good time on the weekends. It's going to be more beneficial for us. Head down, nose to the grindstone. It's some kind of cliche. It's coming out a little strange. Scorpio got a strange one like that too. We have good words. They're inspiration, clarity, acceptance, relaxation, party on the weekend, and exploration, which is actually pretty good too, because this bottom card on the deck here, we're going to have to explore with this card. We have the five of rods energy coming in here. This is about competition in like the global economy. Sometimes it's that mad scramble type stuff for power and money and all of the success and like the crazy greed, corruption, that kind of stuff that goes with it. It's struggle in the marketplace, like competition at work or things like that. It's when new factors are in the situation, whatever we're dealing with, is requiring us to change, adapt, and grow. So life, it wouldn't be quite as simple as it used to be. Um, uh, Kind of like new competition moved into the neighborhood or the industry is how they want me to say it, or the industry. Maybe that original message might actually mean work or whatever employment we do. We have to actually this with this card, we would have to put forth a lot more effort to keep what we gained in terms of like our financial gain, our material goods. It just kind of depends on how it goes. But I think if we do this, because we have three major arcana in here, and it would not cause us loss with that no head down, nose to the grindstone thing. I think it would more or less cause us to go like greater heights or greater success. It can also mean the acquisition of wealth. Some people call it a fake battle. Now, I would think, let's say with this card, if we were on a team at work, and there was a lot of differing opinions, I would allow for all the opinions, but I would keep my own. Also, I would keep firm to my own, and then there could be truces and make the atmosphere less competitive. So if there was conflicts around a table and we were all sitting around the table, we could kind of like discuss the ways, is what I want to say, that would be the most beneficial. I'm looking down at our words here, would give us more clarity and the way for us to accept, to be able to move forward. accept and be, and with the inspiration, putting good use to the other's talents also. But with that original message, sometimes it could mean perhaps someone's trying to take our job, things like that. So we're going to have to do what it takes, you know, to get ourselves in a position where we're the ones that are keeping that job, if you know what I mean. Like by putting maybe in the extra work, the extra time, however you want to say it, you know, and or being an inspiration at work, exploring other options, you know, uh, perhaps do an overtime if we had to, things like that. Sometimes it can be like a fake competition, or that leads to a better choice or a better movement forward. And I do believe it's that we are on the successful side of all of this because of the other cards here, and actually because of our words also, because our next card here is the Chariot. I think this has shown up, it showed up in the last reading for Scorpio. Yeah, for Scorpio. But I look at your moon sign and rising sign. I think this Chariot card showed up probably 3 or 4 times in the readings I've done so far. And this card is Victory is Assured, Sag. So we're on our way. We're moving fast. The transition occurs very rapidly. When we get this card, we're holding everything together successfully, and we are uniting opposite energies to keep everything on track. Black horse, white horse, he has the reins in his hands. You know what I just noticed right now? And I've never noticed it before. The black horse has white reins and the white horse has black reins. So he is really keeping everything together and everything on track. But this is a situation where things are moving really fast, and we're completely and totally involved in it, but we're doing it happily. So it's when we're, even if it's faster than usual, though it's faster than usual, we're attuned to the rhythm and keeping up with the changes that are happening as we see them happening, turning around on a dime, adapting, whether they're in our career, which they could be, in a relationship. What did they tell Scorpio rather? I think it would be like community involvement, something else that we're doing, like extracurricular, that we would be enjoying too for those of us that aren't working. But we are very sensitive to making minor adjustments now that constantly have to be made to make things go right, or to manage things so they will go right, is how they're saying to say it. And if we can do that and stay on top of it, right, nose to the grindstone type energy, and we're staying on top of it, we're moving along and we get things accomplished, and then we can relax. We're inspired to do that. We're accepting of it. And one of our cards here shows that we will have the clarity about how or what or when, why to make the choices, or however it's going to come up. Because our next card here is the Devil card. No, Sag, the devil's not coming to get us, but it's mythical anyhow. It's a creature actually that has no substance in it, but it represents, it's symbolic. It represents bondage we create and maintain for our own selves, if you want to think about it like that. There could be obstacles in our environment that we maybe find frustrating, or we may feel our options or our options are narrowing down when we get this Devil card. Sometimes someone else is involved, but we have the ability, you know, to free ourselves from any situation by using our willpower, and I'm going to say by using our inspiration, our clarity of thought here, and our ability to explore options. Everybody in the world faces limits and boundaries, but it's self-bondage that can make this devil card, you know, harsher or weirder. They, you know, kind of like that, it's the root, like wanting to acquire way too much or steal it from others can be the root of the problem in here. Even in the most restrictive situations, we always have spiritual choices that we can do. But I want you to remember, being as this devil card is in here, that every single human being in the world, we all need structure to create a solid foundation for growth and development. So the devil card in itself, with what was being said, you know, through this Five of Rods energy here, the devil card itself is Saturn in Capricorn. And Saturn is the Lord of Karma. In Capricorn, that's money, wealth, you know, earth plane energy. The devil has a pentacle on its low head here, you know. But when I think of this, Saturn in Capricorn, it's the ability to use the lessons that I have from my karma, let's say, in order to use the lessons, use them wisely, because I've been taught them all. And then by using those lessons wisely, I can build castles in the air and build them on the ground, which means I can manifest that which I want, you know, from spirit into the material world by using the energy, this devil energy, appropriately. Now, it also could mean drugs, sex, and rock and roll, you know, could be someone around us carrying on, you know, and getting themselves in trouble, you know, and Spirit told us we party on the weekend or whatever, keep your nose to the grindstone during the day, or during, I think, like work, or keep on task is basically what that message was about, you know. But we can, if this energy is used right, and we, with this Five of Rods energy in the Chariot, and we adapt and move with this energy and use the lessons we have learned through everything, it's going to be just like, obviously, it'll be the building the castles in the air, which is spirit, and manifesting them fully formed in the material realm, right? Without the greed or corruption or anything like that Five of Rods energy could have brought into us. If you think about it for 1 minute, when we learn a lesson and we learn it well and we learn it right, and we don't want or choose to repeat it, there you go. And from that point on, our manifestations become clearer, you know, a lot easier for us to develop because we've done it before. So think about it like that, because our next card here is the Two of Wands. All twos are about choices and decisions. This is kind of a strange card because it shows a second and probably unexpected element that enters into the situation. That's why I'm glad that we have that Chariot card in there, and the ability to adapt and lessons well learned already, you know, in that environment. The second element usually it comes into play, and it wasn't something that our plans had how do I want to say this, allowed for. It kind of has the element of surprise. This is saying, the card means like saying yes to a new enterprise with the expectation that we will achieve like ownership, wealth, good fortune, things like that. We're in a kind of in a sense of waiting for our ships to come in. Um, real, really similar to the Three of Rods energy. We started something and we are waiting for the results. Uh, but I want to put this in the right words. But we, however, will have to deal with some kind of a unexpected obstacle or opposition, like a bank loan that doesn't come through, or maybe a partner in the business that we were going for, they defect from us, some kind of failure of something that we thought was going to support us. There would be a failure of it. Still, we will pursue this goal. It's even because the new course is something that we are going to validate self with ourselves when we have this Two of Rods energy. So to me, what I feel about this is have a backup plan, Sag. We need a backup plan. If let's say, let me see our words here. Inspiration, clarity, exploration. The backup plan comes with our word exploration, and clarity of thought. Okay, example, we're going to get a house loan, but, you know, at the last minute it fell through. Well, I would go to 2 or 3 banks, see what my options were, and if the first bank didn't pull through, I would have the second bank there so that everything would work out as I had planned. If I was interviewing people, let's say for a business partnership, so I'm going to start a new business, I need a partner to go in with it with me together. I'm interviewing, exploring my options, right? And I am inspired by the 3 people that have wanted to go into the business with me. I'm clarifying and I'm thinking, oh, George would be, I guess, the optimal choice. So I take George, and at the last second, George says, I changed my mind. I don't want to go into the business with you. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, I have 2 other options that were just as good. They were all inspiring. They were all very good people. They supposedly all wanted to be in it. I didn't use my clarity. I didn't totally explore, I want to say, totally explore all my options, and perhaps somebody else was better. Maybe there was something I didn't know, right? I didn't know. Because our next card here is the Moon card, and this is like the card of mystery, the Moon. It says that we are aware. Says that we are aware and in tune. I want to say it like that, and in tune with our lunar energies. The moon is, it like is symbolic of illuminating the inner spiritual or the non-conscious side of human life, allowing, how do I want to say it? Allowing what springs naturally from inside ourselves to come forth. We perceive, when we get the moon card, we're perceiving all the different like shadings and nuances, motivation behind whatever choices or people that we're meeting or encountering, like the little and all those little feelings of our inner perceptions. It's a time when we can tune in really accurately, very accurately to spiritual vibration of others, because we're more connected now to that information that the universe and the invisible world of the moon brings to light. It also is like really high psychic development. It's inspiration, it's clarity. It allows us, because we can see those little nuances and hear them and feel them in what someone is saying to me. That's why the backup plan is important or pertinent this month. The moon illuminates secrets also. If we think about high priestess energy, the moon will shine on the secrets. So if we can accept that and keep clear, we can keep moving right along with this chariot energy and the energetics of the devil one, and the combative of the five of wands energy, to do and get and be the thing that we are trying to bring forward with this two of rods. So I think it's going to be an amazing and interesting month for all of us. So all I'm saying is we need to be sure we have the backup plan. Be sure we keep those reins of the chariot, like that we are adjusting, spinning around on the dime. We're ready whenever we need to make that inspired action, is what I want to say with our word inspiration. And we'll have the clarity of thought, and because we have explored several different ways, we don't get our path forward shut down. I don't know, this can be work career for some of us. Others of us, it may be relationships that shifted and adjusted, that maybe we let go of, released, and moved on, because we were keeping our nose to the grindstone energy. We no longer had time to go out every single night or something. Telling you, this moon card is very important to us, really. Notice the signs. So pay attention, Sag. We need to pay attention. What is Spirit inspiring us? What is it we're moving forward with that two of rods energy? All of us are different, and we want to manifest different things. So I can't put it down in one area of our lives, but pay attention, keep our eyes open, have our backup plan. It says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. And the moon illuminates whatever it is that we need. The moon will illuminate it. So eyes on the prize here. When it's all done and over, then we can relax. We got relaxation in there. We don't want to relax ahead of time, though. Trust me when I tell you that. Not this month. We need to be able to move forward. Whoop, I passed it right up. Move forward. And we'll be shown. We will be shown. It says, the angels gave you this card to help you understand the signs you've been receiving lately. These signs can include feathers, coin, butterflies, birds, other repetitive visions that make you think of the angels. The moon can illuminate repetitive visions. It can give us that clarity. So really keep it in mind there. You have deliberately sent, they have deliberately sent these signs to let you know that they're nearby, protecting, loving, and guiding you. Your departed loved ones in heaven are saying hello, I love you. Notice the signs. Believe in the repetitive signs you receive as validation that you're on the right path. Have faith, and I'm going to stop here and say, use that lessons of Saturn and Capricorn wisely. Follow the signs. They are guiding you to your heart's desire. Well, Sag, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If you want to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information's down below at the website. It's down below the screen. If you want to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is at the website. The prayer class and sutra classes that I put out for you guys there's 2 short videos. They're over at the website. They're explained there. Prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It's very comprehensive. It tells you how and why you format prayers. The sutras are thought forms you put in a 5-minute a day meditation that enhances the clear perceptions really dramatically. And so to everybody I've met through 3 whole years of doing these YouTube videos, and all of you I've met through 31 years. My husband just told me it's not 30, it's 31 years of doing readings. I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be able to serve you. And hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.